everyone, I'm Jen Rowland and I'm an independent consultant for Pink Zebra. Today I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to use Avery.com in order to create address labels for your business. These labels I use for pretty much anything I could stick a label on, including my jars, my catalogs, etc. These labels are easy peel address labels, and they are for Avery template number 5160. They're 1 inch by 2 5/8 of an inch, and I will leave the information in the comment section below. First thing you need to do is go to Avery.com. Just type it in your address bar and it will bring you to this page. The second thing you need to do is to click on this upper right hand corner that says sign into my Avery. If you do not have an Avery account, go ahead and create one. It's free. The benefits are that it will save any work you do for you on the program on their servers as long as you save it. And if you need to come back and print more off, it'll be there for you forever. I have one, so I am going to pause for a brief second and come right back signed in for you. So this is what your home page looks like once you're signed in. These are labels I created earlier just as a brief run through for this tutorial. These are scratch and win cards that I made for my tables and other small labels that I did for other things. So I am going to start a new project. And like I said, we're going to create labels for template number 5160. So you could just type it in, we're going to start a new project and hit go. This is the product number. Yeah, click on this row, hit select this product. It'll bring you to another page with a whole bunch of templates on it. I would like a blank one, so I'm going to select this design. No, I don't want free postage. Okay, this is your blank label. I am doing edit all, so it's going to put whatever I do on this label on all 30 of them. Gonna start with some text. Click on the text box right here, add a text box. Click on the text box, do another one. I'm going to do a couple rows here and then just line them up one right after another. To move them around, you just click until you get this up and down arrow thing and you can drag it around. You see this that line that was right in the middle? That's aligning this box to the center. If I did it down here, it's a crosshair. So it's aligning this box in the dead center of my label. I'm going to click back on the top box, highlight my text, and delete it. And then I'm going to go ahead and type a name if I could figure out how to spell one. I don't know who Joanne Dane is. It's just a name that came up to the top of my head. For the next line, I am going to type in an email address. Third one, I'm going to type in a phone number. I'm going to add another one. Click on it, bring it down here. And I'm going to use this one for our personalized web address. Okay, so this is all fine, well, and dandy. Kind of blah. So with all of these little boxes and buttons here on the side, you could jazz it up a little bit. I like to have, personally, this address bar at the bottom. So what I'm going to, and I like to have them all centered. So I'm going to highlight my text and hit this center button. This will align your text left, center, right. And this will also align your text top, middle, bottom if the box was more than one line. These boxes are all just one line. So I'm going to center that and bring it down closer to the bottom. Be careful if it says safety area and it turns red, because the text may cut out when you print it. So I'm going to move it down as far as I can without it being too far down. I'm going to move that over to the right, and that over to the right. I just like them right justified. It's just a personal preference. If you liked them on the left, you could have left it like that too. And if you see it and you're looking at it, and you're like, the phone number's shorter, and this one's the Gmail address is longer. I want to flip them. So just click it, hold it, drag it down. Take that, click it, hold it, drag it up. Click that, hold it, drag it up. And there we go. It's all justified again. And it's all lined up, and it looks a little better. Now, I'm like looking at it, and I'm not a fan of this text, of this font. So I'm going to highlight that, click on Arial, because this is your font list, and let's find a fancier font for the name. Let's go with Pacific now. No, too fancy. You have to be careful with fonts, because just because you like it and it looks good here, it may not look good on what you're trying to use it for. And if you're doing this, I probably also would move these down and make this larger, and then make the name larger, because you want your name to stand out. You want them to know who this belongs to. Now, clicking and dragging this box up and down, that's going to make this box bigger and smaller. Still not a fan of that font. Or that one. Or that one. Very particular when it comes to fonts. Let's try Gasoline Alley. That's one of my go-to fonts. I really like it. It's pretty, yet it's still very readable. Also really not a fan of Arial. It's really too plain for me. So one of my go-to is this Endurance Pro Light for text, for other text other than a name. And this is what I did in my sample as well. So I'm going to take all of my fonts for all of my other lines and change them all to this Endurance Pro Light. The difference is just the thickness of the font. This is lighter as far as the thickness of the lines in the font. So this is normal, this is light. It's the same pretty much as if you bolded it or just had it that's actually better with the normal, not the light. Okay. To me, this is still a little plain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add an image. So you click on the image button, add an image, browse for a file, and I have my graphics in this little folder right here that says PZ Graphics, and I am going to use this PC logo that I downloaded from the home office. It'll put it smack dab in your screen, but you just click on it, drag it to where you want it to go. And if this is too small, which I think it is, I'm going to make it a little bigger. And there you go. There is a label for you. Didn't take very long at all. Everything's represented. Your independent consultant, your name, your phone number, your email address, your personalized website, and they'll fit on the back of your catalogs, and pretty much anything else that you'd like to put them on. Okay, so what I'm going to go do right now is click on the Save button at the top and rename it Joanne Dane Address Label, and save to my Avery. You could also save the file to your computer. Doing that is up to you, but you actually need this program in order for it to work. The only benefit to that is if you actually forget your account information, or if there's something happens to Avery.com and it loses your account and eats it in the nether sphere, you have a backup of it. But I just always save my stuff to Avery. It'll tell you your project to save, and then just hit OK. So now that my labels are done, I'm going to go ahead and hit this button down here that says Preview and Print. And here are all my labels on a sheet. If you want to see them closer up, click on this Zoom button. And drag that little bar until you could see it bigger. I think they look pretty cute. I think this is good. So your next step is to print yourself or let them print it for you. I'm not going to even go through this option, let them print it for you. If you want to go ahead and see that, go ahead and click it when you make something and go for it. But right now we're going to print it ourselves. Fill direction is either, left to right or up and down. Print range is you could print only 3 if you would like, so you would switch it from from print all to print 1 to 30 or 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. It'll only print those. But there's really no need to change this unless you're testing stuff and wanting to see how they print out and testing your printer adjustments. I'm not going to go through that because that's going to take too long. But I'm going to go ahead and print it now. I'll make another video about the adjustments. Printing it now, it doesn't print it right then and there. It's going to save it to a PDF file for you, which you just need an Adobe Reader to open. So download the PDF. No, I don't want postage. And I'm going to go ahead and click on that and open my labels. And there they are in Avery, ready to go. Change this to my printer. You never, ever, ever want this to print to page. Or fit to page, sorry. Never check that. Always make sure that this is unchecked. And then you go ahead and print it, and they should all print on the page. If you have any other problems or have any questions, just throw them in the comments down below, and I'll try to do my best to help you out. Hope this tutorial helped you out, and hope to hear from you soon. Comment, like, talk to you later.